Hi, I'm Ken Lewis from Tomasi Studios, and today I'm going to show you the absolute cheapest possible way to reliably buy copper. I'm not just talking about getting your hands on a bunch of it, I'm talking about the 3 R's. A reliable, repeatable, retail setting that you can buy copper anytime and frankly get the absolute most for your money. So I'm not just talking about getting large amounts of it for whatever projects you're working on. The best possible way that I know of to get a large amount of casting metals is the way that I actually do it. I have a small scrap collection business which I actually sort in this stupendously well organized workshop, I swear. And then I get this kind of stuff. This is the kind of conduit that's actually going to run through the electrical cords in your house. And as you can see, I've had, frankly, a pretty good year when it comes to collecting scrap metal. But by the end of the winter, which is when I do most of my artwork, I actually have occasionally run out of metal. Which sucks, but it's part of life. So I actually need to go buy it. Because I need to save money wherever I can, I've figured out this system. So, just as a side note, if you are one of these people who already has a stockpile of copper pennies, you're just kind of waiting for the laws to change. The laws being you can't alter American currency in an attempt to make a profit. It's kind of a weird law. A few years ago, I did a demonstration how to separate the copper and the zinc from existing zinc pennies using a coal forge. There was no attempt to make any profit, so what I did was perfectly legal. I actually don't know what I did with the ingot. I probably just added it to my stockpiles or whatever. There was no attempt to make any profit, so there was no law broken. You want to make a profit. So how do you take your copper pennies, not alter them, but also make money in a reliable, retail, repeatable fashion? eBay. You can actually sell your copper pennies for more than face value on eBay. It's weird. I know. I was shocked when I found this out too. But the combined total of the shipping and the overall cost has to be $3 a pound, and people will pay it very, very readily. I know. So here's the thing. Shipping is not necessarily linear. You are going to want to personally have about 20 pounds in a really well tight stacked box. You do that, you're probably going to end up with a profit total of between $240 and $260 a pound. But here's the thing, and you're thinking, oh, I want $3 a pound. Nobody really gets that. I've cashed out a lot of copper like this, clean copper, and the most I have ever been paid was $2.45. That is it. Copper prices go up, they go down. So the step one to actually buying copper, for those who don't already have the stockpiles, is go to your local scrapyard. Just look it up online. They're not hard to find. Go to the front office. Don't go out to the yard first. Go to the front office. Go there, talk to the person at the front desk, and be polite. I cannot stress this enough. Oh God, people are horrible to scrapyard employees, and if you actually just acting like a grown-up, they will be so blown away. They will give you the absolute best possible deal they can. The person working at that front desk, every scrapyard I've ever been at, they have a lot of say on what kind of deal they want to give you. So be courteous, don't be rude, you don't have to be sycophantic, but just, again, acting like a grown-up. And you'll probably end up paying about 80 cents per pound of copper. What do you actually ask for? This is it. Say, I want to buy copper wire with the rubber still on it. That's what you're looking for. I was going to go down to the scrapyard specifically for this video and look for a large capacity conduit. This is clearly aluminum, but I actually got this at my last scrapyard pickup last week. This is perfect. You want big, thick, because once you get past to a certain point, no matter how thick this wire is, the rubber is not going to be significantly larger. So when I strip this off, throw the rubber in the local recycle bins, I still have this metal. This is not even close to the biggest kind of copper wire I've actually gotten. I have a picture from last spring when I frankly hugely cashed out. As you can see in this photo, the copper here is huge. So once you actually have this rubber, don't throw the whole thing into your forge or your crucible, because for two reasons. It'll contaminate your metal. Also, it's just really, really bad for your health. What you're gonna want is one of these guys, a bench vise wire stripper. This is, I think I paid 35 bucks on this, again, eBay, and it's made me thousands. And the last time I used this in a video was, I think it was last year. I did not adequately show people how to use this, even though I was actually showing how much wire you actually can get from this. So today, I'm going to correct that. Remember, your incredibly abusive internet comments is the only way I will learn. So, now that I've got everything nice and secure, the general rule is these side bearings need to be kind of gently set up. These are just to kind of keep everything straight and organized. The bottom one needs to be more aggressively clamped, because it's the bottom bearing that's actually kind of securing the wire to the cutting tool. The goal here is to cut through the wire, but not necessarily through the metal. It's not a big deal. I only have to sharpen this maybe twice a year, if that. So kind of get it through as far as you can. Now, when I'm doing this, I like to have kind of pulled down, because that downward angle is really going to force it through. And something I should probably mention also, that the longer these wires are, the easier it is, because no matter what you do, the setup time is always the same. There you go. Now, this is again just as easy to do with the copper conduit. The rubber is the same, the thickness is the same. This value is probably 30 to 75 cents a pound, but if you're going to go for the good stuff, I highly recommend it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you want to help me out, please subscribe. And of course, if you give me a like, I will love you forever.